Hello and welcome to a new episode on Sadhana World Foundation. As you know, we care about crafting young lives. Let's think of this story, which we would have heard possibly a few times when we were children. Once upon a time, in a village, there was a rich man who was considered to be extremely benevolent of the people who he came in contact with. He was very generous, he used to build schools, donate people money, and various other resources that they needed. He was appreciated, he was respected for the charity that he was doing. Everyone thought that he was a great person. However, the people who used to work with him in his mansion, in his business, and in his fields were not happy with this gentleman. Whenever they went out and talked about the gentleman's real character, people didn't really believe that these servants or the maids who worked in their business. However, there was one maid who was intelligent and who worked for a few weeks at this gentleman's house and couldn't believe that this gentleman's real character is very different from what others outside his house or his business think. This gentleman won't pay the wages to the servants or to his employees on time, didn't pay the right amount of money, was extremely rude and extremely criticizing of all his employees. He used to regularly belittle them for even smallest of mistakes. He was cruel with them, not at all kind. Everybody outside thought that he was kind. However, this lady could experience it firsthand that he wasn't kind. So, this kind of hypocrisy, which she experienced firsthand, she took some of these evidences, she kind of talked to many more employees in this gentleman's house, and all of them went outside and talked about it in a group to the other people, and slowly the other people started believing them. And over a period of time, this gentleman started losing all the fame that he had got and the goodwill that he had acquired over a period of time. He used to only interact with a few elite. However, he was very different. This hypocrisy was exposed, and the gentleman's business and his fortunes kept going down. This is a story almost similar to what King Nero of the ancient Rome was known for. All of us know that King Nero, about 2000 years ago, was someone who was a connoisseur of art, he was a poet, he used to promote people who had a taste for music. He was supposed to be the icon of culture, the heritage, and people who are connected with anything which is creative. However, he was brutal in many ways. He is also known to have persecuted many Christians on religious grounds. He was extremely unkind, very different from the image of being someone who's almost like a representative or the protector, the promoter of culture and arts. On one hand, this gentleman is supposed to be known to be promoting one kind of human value, human virtues, while on the other hand, the gentleman is hypocritically behaving, demonstrating brutality on religious grounds. So, what do we learn from these two stories? One is a folk tale, another is a lesson in history. We know that all of us as human beings are inconsistent, highly complex in our thought processes. However, we are known as our behaviors, known by our behaviors, what we demonstrate on a normal day-to-day basis, most consistently, most normally, how we behave identifies us as people. We all know that if our parent is telling us to be honest, however, the parent himself is or herself is being dishonest, is telling lies, is involved in unethical practices, the parent is not going to really create an impression on us, on the children. A politician who has been talking about environmental concern, but he himself or herself has been traveling in private jets very frequently, then we know that what is the commitment of this politician. Similarly, there are social media influencers who talk about body positivity, but they themselves secretly go for cosmetic surgery. And many such examples. What about the religious leaders who talk about compassion, who talk about kindness and all the human virtues, but are found to be doing just the opposite of it? Do you think that these religious leaders continue to be respected for a long period of time? Not really, isn't it? And many such examples come. Similarly, organizations, businesses which talk about corporate social responsibility, plant trees, and various other such positive activities which are good for the humanity, good for the society, engage themselves in unethical practices. What happens to the fame, to the reputation of such a business? We know that hypocrisy is something which all of us must watch out for in our behaviors on a day-to-day basis. In chapter number 16, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, where Sri Krishna explains the differences between the virtuous qualities or the moral qualities, noble qualities, and the demonic qualities, he calls this out about hypocrisy, which is just opposite of integrity. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear children who are watching this, I hope that you get the depth of this concept of hypocrisy and watch out for such hypocritic behaviors in our own lives and stay away from this. Thank you very much. I look forward to our future conversations.